It's Hot Wet Soup!
Welcome back to Hot Wet Soup. My name is Elvis the Alien.
I'm Bionic Pig. What? What?
That was a laugh. Someone just, I just heard, I don't know when, but at some point in the background, I just heard, really loudly, and I was chuckling at that.
That was me. I was catching my phone from falling off of the table.
I thought you were catching a fly in your bare hands. I was impressed. Sorry, go ahead and introduce yourself. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, I'm Bionic Pig.
And I'm Zaptai.
Sound like you fell out of your chair or some shit.
Yeah, my phone was sliding off, and I just went really quick to catch it.
I genuinely thought you had a fly swatter or some shit and just smacked your table with full force.
I'm just holding through the whole podcast. I'm holding a fucking fly swatter right next to me in case a fly
you have
flies
it hanging
around.
on your wall next to you. No,
Yeah.
I get you.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
It's a smart decision.
So, Zapty told us something right before we started recording.
What?
Oh yeah.
That he's never read or seen any Harry Potter before.
Oh, we're getting straight into this.
Yes,
Okay.
because you said it
can't
right
believe
away.
it.
Okay,
How?
I do need to clarify. I saw the first two movies when I was 8, but that's it, and
That
I haven't
counts.
seen any of them. But I don't remember them at all.
Oh.
And I haven't watched anything since.
Okay, well, my suggestion to you is read them and watch them.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
you had the opportunity to binge watch and binge read. I didn't get that. I reread it and stuff, but I'm just saying you need to do that. You need to get on that.
well. See, my big thing with it is that with reading, I don't really read anymore. I'd like to.
Audiobooks. I don't read anymore. Audiobooks is what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah, buddy. Audiobooks are so fun.
Oh yeah,
I'll
I
give
love
that a
shit.
try, maybe.
No,
I've tried audiobooks before, and I wasn't huge
Are
on
you allowed
them,
to
but
listen to music at your work or anything?
yeah.
Yeah, that's because when I used to work at my job, that was a desk job. I used to listen to audiobooks all fucking day.
But I just listen to music.
Yeah, but audiobooks are a lot more interesting.
Well, how far away do you work from? How far away are you from your work?
30 minutes-ish, but I listen to a podcast in the morning usually.
Oh shit! But yeah,
It's the
you can get a
same.
book.
Not
finished.
our podcast.
You could get
Although you should listen to our podcast on the way to work if you have SoundCloud
yeah.
or iTunes. Download Hot Wet Soup from SoundCloud or
A
iTunes.
self-promotion
plug.
in our own episode.
This episode brought to you by Hot Wet Soup's other media.
You could get a book finished in a week.
Oh yeah,
30,
with an
30-minute
audiobook.
commute. Yeah.
And that's there and back, so maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe.
trust me. Once you get into it, you'll definitely want to listen to all of it.
I don't know. We'll see. I have a friend who's been insisting that I watch the entire series with her at
yes.
some point. So we'll see if that ever happens. But
I would suggest reading the books before. I actually watched the movies first, then read the books, and then watched the movies again. But I mean, I don't know. Either way, it really works, honestly, because
I always watch the movie first if I haven't already read the book, because in my experience, it makes me less angry about changes.
that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
Some people, the biggest thing I could think of, and I know that probably 7 of the people listening to this have even seen this, but the movie Divergent, a lot of people have a grudge against that movie because the main character, I don't know her character's name, but Shailene Woodley, she doesn't look how the character's described or something
Yeah.
like that. And so a bunch of
yeah.
people are really bitter about that. But I think about it as in okay, if I just picture this actor, then whatever. I don't need to use my creativity, and I
That's
won't be
true.
annoyed if a character looks different.
yeah.
Game of Thrones is a huge one for me. I read all
Never
the
read.
I
Yeah,
read all
never
the Game
read.
of Thrones, so when I'm watching the show, I'll be that annoying asshole in the background. I'm like, hey, that's different.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I look at the cover of those books and I'm like, oh, I want to read this. And then I turn it sideways and I'm like, oh,
They're fucking
maybe not.
See that's where audiobooks come handy, because honestly, the reason I don't read books is because
That's a year of my life if
Yeah.
I listen to Game of Thrones on audiobook, or Song of Ice and Fire, I guess, on audiobook.
Well, I mean, it goes a lot faster because, with books, I don't really read books because it always gives me a headache just staring at that for so long, and the words are small. It really just gives me a headache after a while, and I have to set the book down. I would like to see more of the story, but I want to set the book down because I'm getting a headache about it.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to Ottawa this coming weekend. So, while I'm on the plane to Ottawa,
Oh yeah,
and I have an
download some
hour
books.
layover. I have an hour layover there and back. So during that whole time, I will listen to the first one, we'll say.
Okay.
Because I think it's a total of a 4-hour flight there and back because of how long the layover is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
I'll do that.
Once you hear the first one, you'll want to keep going. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the biggest question I have: why did this come up?
Oh, yeah.
Because this came up
Because-
before the podcast, and just out of nowhere, you were like, "Hey, did you ever read or watch Harry Potter?" Just like out of fucking nowhere. Like, what did something new happen with it?
Yeah, the 8th book came out.
There's
It's a book and a play.
Well, yeah, it's
What?
like not a part of the main storyline. It's 19
Yeah.
years in the future of the last book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not hear about this. I was gonna say I thought you wanted to talk about Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. And
Oh yeah, that's gonna be sick. I'm pumped for that, dude.
Wait, about
movie
what?
looks good.
Yeah.
The movie, the spin-off movie.
You're not really invested in the whole universe though, because you've only
Yeah,
seen
but
like,
there's
the first
yeah,
two.
but there's no
Yeah.
fucking like none of the Harry Potter characters are in it. What do I care?
That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess that is a good point. But I guess some of the world about it, you might want to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife is a huge Harry Potter fanatic. She's like
Yeah.
super into it. Like, I remember like the first year we were dating, I brought her to Universal. in
Oh god, I
Orlando,
want to go there. I
and,
want to go see
like,
the Harry
it's
Potter
awesome.
thing.
Yeah, the Harry Potter world. She like freaked out. It was
God.
sick.
I will say, even though I don't know anything about Harry Potter, going through that thing at Universal was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
You both have gone. What the fuck?
I went for marching band, dude. You got to just be more of a loser in high school, and you get to go to see shit in Disney World.
I was in marching band in high school. I didn't fucking get to go to Disney. God damn
Well,
it.
I'm from rich white
I guess
suburbia.
Yeah, that's true. I'm in white Trashville. So, but the good thing about the Harry Potter books is, well, the first, I don't know why, but the first 2 to 3 movies, there's a lot of stuff missing. But the further the movies go along, it seems that they get a lot of the more minute details as far as they go along in the movies.
I would say that's probably just budget. I'm sure as they realized they were making a shitload of money,
True,
they're like,
yeah.
oh, we can make these longer / include more of the miscellaneous stuff.
Because
Yeah,
I mean,
make two,
my guess.
two movies for one book.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
at the end.
I will say that's one thing that's almost made me reluctant to try Harry Potter is the fact that they started that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was not a thing prior to Half-Blood Prince, right? Or no, it's Deathly Hallows.
It's
Sorry.
the final, yeah.
I know everyone in the comments is like, how don't you know? I just told you I've never done any of this shit. But yeah, I think that was the first movie to be split into 2 parts for a book, and now just everyone's doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's dying though because Mockingjay Part 2 did shit at the box office, comparably at least.
Yeah,
And then,
I didn't watch or read The Hunger Games just because I don't really like Jennifer Lawrence much. No offense to anybody who does.
Yeah.
I read the first one and then watched the first 3 movies and gave up. I liked the first movie wasn't very good, but the second movie was surprisingly good considering I thought the second book sucked. And then I watched the first part of the third movie and I thought it was shit and just never bothered to watch the second part. I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
It's just I know I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to waste the time.
I will say the first part of the 7th Harry Potter movie was it gets a little bit boring. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure.
Because
it's set up.
Yeah. The whole setup of it is just they're just going to search for something, and it's just a long, strenuous movie.
Is it the Deathly Hallows?
Yes.
Is that what they're searching for?
No. Well, actually, no.
Man.
Not necessarily. They're not searching for. I'm not going to say anything. But
Is this conversation with me like trying to explain video games to your grandparents? Like, does it feel similar where you're like, okay, grandma, so you press this button to look around and this button to walk? It's like, what? There's only supposed to be one joystick. And like, is it what it feels like? Because it feels like that. I feel like the grandma right now.
Yeah. I'm
Are they looking for the Deathly Hallows? That wasn't a joke question. I actually thought that's what the movie was about.
Well, I mean, that's a fair question. I mean, they're not necessarily looking for that, but it is involved in the movie in a big way. But
okay,
yeah.
At least I'm not totally off track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm super pumped for?
What?
In 2017, there's a movie going to come out called a new Alien movie, Alien Covenant. Really, Scott? I don't know, man. I really liked Prometheus. I was a huge fan.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
just have,
watch
You're one of like
Prometheus.
the 6 people I know that liked Prometheus.
I have a huge boner for that kind of shit, though. Like,
See, I do too, but I thought that movie sucked.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in watching Prometheus, honestly.
really?
I was dying to see it. I went to see it while on vacation. I was so excited. Like
Really?
me and my dad were in Denver, Colorado, taking my sister to move out to the other side of the country, essentially. And we just had a free night. And I'm like, Dad, Prometheus came out this weekend. You want to go see it? And he said, sure. So we went to go see Prometheus on vacation. I was that excited. Wow. And I walked out of the theater. I'm like, oh, that was awesome. And then I thought about it for about an hour. And I'm like, oh, it was good. And then I watched it again. And I honestly, I do not like that movie.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's one of those movies where like I can like smoke and sit back and just like enjoy myself.
That's a good way to. I bet that would be a good way to describe it. Honestly.
Yeah.
It is very pretty.
It doesn't hold
it
doesn't hold a candle to the original 3, obviously. But
original 3? Okay.
4.
No, hold on. You
well, there's
you
like,
think Prometheus is worse than Alien 3?
Alien,
really?
Well, I didn't really like Resurrection that much.
No, Resurrection is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm more confused by you thinking Prometheus was worse than Alien 3.
I honestly don't even remember
awful.
Alien 3 that much. Like
the only thing anybody remembers from Alien 3 is that awesome shot of the alien approaching Sigourney Weaver from the side.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks that's from the first 2, but it's not. It is from 3.
Oh,
but
shit.
I think it's from the first
is,
2 because the third one was shit.
The third one, for the most part, sucks. I don't like Prometheus, but I acknowledge that it's like it tries. It looks very nice. Even visually, it's better than 3 and 4 combined.
Yeah.
So like Ridley Scott just has that touch that very few directors have. Like even Exodus, which is a garbage movie, looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of shit movie.
Yeah.
He needs a good script. If he gets a good script, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, that took a turn. Where did we go?
We're talking about the
Alien
8th
Covenant.
book of Harry Potter, and then we got on that. But,
But I will say, the thing is, realistically, everyone listening probably wants us to talk about Marina Joyce, if only briefly.
Oh, God.
I know at this point, it's been beaten pretty senseless.
Yeah.
And I'm going to beat it a little bit further because that's my next video that I'm still working on.
Oh,
because,
seriously?
Yeah, I
Do you
didn't
have
want to,
anything
but
else to bring to the table? I'm just curious,
Yes.
honestly.
I'm actually talking a lot about the videos made in response to it as well. So it's a bit of a mixture. You'll see. I'm trying to take a different approach to it. I explicitly waited until other people made their videos before I went ahead and did mine.
I listened to Keem and Colossal talk about it in the Beta podcast, and there was like a surprising amount of shit that they left out. Like they just didn't talk about. Yeah, like they kept circling around the fact that she was this huge manipulator or she was on drugs, and that's like the only thing they brought up. And I was like,
I don't think it's either of those, honestly.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I drugs are a question mark, but the
right,
manipulator.
Like
Let's do a circle here. Let's start with Ed.
Okay.
And then we'll go around.
I'll keep it vague so I don't spoil my entire video.
Yeah.
But I think she or whoever is managing her Twitter account or whatever actively took advantage of this situation. I think the fact that she was being very vague and nondescript and all this stuff, like it seemed coordinated to me in some way. I don't know how much, but the fact that there was no clear cut, yes, this is fine, and that's it. It seems to me as though people intentionally took advantage of how much people were reading into it and exploited it in one way or another, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I feel like, I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily her who's doing it, but someone did take advantage of it because every time she was on an interview, anytime that she said anything, it was so confusing. It didn't make any sense. The Philly D interview literally made no sense. Like everything she was saying just sounded like she was just like trying to dance around the question the whole time.
Yeah,
which made people even more confused and made people even, well, maybe they're just trying to get her to say that or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't obviously, it's not someone ISIS or something like that, but I do.
Oh God! Don't even get me started on the fucking Twitter detective.
I know,
that
it's
got
so
formed.
fucking annoying.
Holy
and stupid.
Christ!
But I don't necessarily. I would be really surprised if it was actually her, the one who was taking advantage of it. But obviously, there is some manipulating and taking advantage of the fact of how people are latching onto this. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Her newest video that she released 3 days ago. I checked it. I was on YouTube yesterday looking around. It had 10 million views in 2 days.
Yeah,
like that is fucking insane. That is a huge amount of views in 2 days. Like that is fucking ridiculous. So obviously whatever they're doing is working. I think at first it was kind of just like some type of mental condition, something that was making her like off-putting in a way. And then people latched onto it and they're like, okay, this seems like it's working to get more views. Let's make something out of it. And then someone did.
What about you, Elvis?
Here's my theory on the whole thing. I think that she has a severe mental condition, but she's ashamed of it. I think she has schizophrenia in particular. And I think that a part of her feels like she is attacked, but it's really hard to open up about that kind of thing without everybody judging you. And I feel, okay, I know this is a stretch, but the thing is, I think her bruises were self-inflicted. And I think
I could agree with that.
I think that whenever someone asks her if she's okay, the part of her that's conscious of her situation says that she's okay. But I don't know. I think there's a part of her that is not right. And you can see it. I mean, I've looked up, like me and my wife have looked up a lot of stuff about this. And apparently something like a sign of schizophrenia is repeating yourself a lot. And she does that a lot when you see her in her videos or in interviews. She'll say, I love my fans. Yeah, I just really want to say that I love my fans. She'll repeat her words a lot. And and I feel like, okay, so here's one other huge thing that was a big red flag to me. There was her first live stream was on Periscope, I believe. That's when she was talking to her fans. And they asked her how she got her bruises, and she responded by saying something like, along the lines of, I'll try and link the video if I can find it in the description if you guys are interested. What? It's you now? Okay, yeah, my wife just corrected me. It's you now.
Shout out to Sarah.
So her fans asked her, like, well, how'd you get the bruises? And she said something along the lines of, I can't tell you guys. It's really personal, something like that. And she was obviously trying to hide something. But then, but what she said to Scarce and Philly D during those interviews, she said to both of them that she fell in the woods or some shit, which is obvious bullshit.
She's trying to find $1. I'm sorry. It was too serious for too long. I couldn't.
So yeah, that's my opinion. I just feel like she's ashamed of it, and she doesn't want to tell anybody because as soon as she opens up about that, then she's all of a sudden this girl who has schizophrenia and not, Marina Joyce. So
okay, I will say you didn't have me, then you had me, and then you lost me again. As soon as you said you thought she had schizophrenia, I'm sorry, man, but you sound like one of the Twitter detectives. I say it with love, but you're doing the same kind of reading. It's the same thing as if you go on WebMD for like a sprained ankle and it tells you have lung cancer. It's like you can't diagnose someone through the internet, and that's what kind of bugs me. It's bugging me that people are saying all these really kind of grand things like she might be, like saying she might be schizophrenic, okay, but like it seems weird to say that so assuredly. I don't know.
Well, how can you explain the bruises then?
Yeah, it might not be it might be schizophrenia, but it might be some other mental. Like there's so like anything mental conditions, you can't really. It's so hard to diagnose anything that's mental, like any mental condition.
She clearly has some sort of issue.
Yeah,
I
agree with that. Yeah, there's something wrong.
Sure, I think that's pretty much indisputable. But I don't know for sure. Maybe the thing is, she could just be a fucking spastic. Like,
But if you look at her videos from a while ago, they weren't. They were just way different. I feel like she might be trying to medicate it through drugs or something, and I don't know. Something recently happened, or something happened that changed her. I'm not sure.
I forget who said something about her Draw My Life thing, where she in her Draw Her Life, she said when she was a young girl, she went through a stage where she like ripped out her hair all the time and was like hurting herself, like self-inflicting her like bruises on herself and stuff, and was like hurting herself all the time, and she was like having these weird like thoughts and stuff, and it was like when she was a really young girl, And I forget what video that was, but someone mentioned that, and they were saying that it could just be her going through that again, kind of situation.
I also heard that her ex-boyfriends came up and opened up about the fact that she has schizophrenia, like paranoid schizophrenia, and that she has drug problems.
If you can find links for that, I would be interested to read them. I have seen people say that she has drug problems. I've seen a few people say that. There was like one person who she's been friends with for a while. The biggest thing is I'm waiting to see if Deji or Comedy Shorts Gamer says anything, because I know they dated for a really long time, and I don't know. The thing is, it's just hard to tell, because the biggest thing that rubs me weirdly about this is that her first video after this whole shebang was just like a random, here's some fun facts about me video. It had no acknowledgement of any of the shit that went down.
I think someone's like telling, like, I don't know who it is, but someone's telling her to do that because that is what's going to cause people to be like, well, what's going on? Is she okay? And they're going to keep watching and keep subscribing and keep talking about it because she's not acknowledging the fact that everything's actually fine.
It's just a weird situation, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's almost too sensitive for the internet to handle, as was illustrated by the fact that everyone was like, is she whispering help me in that clip?
God,
like all this
that just pissed me off,
dude. All that
the fucking finger. Oh my God, Official Duck Studio told me when he made that video. Oh my God, it's ISIS. It's the finger is ISIS.
Does anyone know the origin of that? How ISIS got dragged in?
I don't know.
Where the fuck did that come from?
It was actually just a regular news channel that started it. Like it was, it wasn't anybody on YouTube or anything. It was just a random news channel. It's like, this could be connected to ISIS or something like that. It was like a title that they made.
Because the thing I saw was that like, ISIS has taken over her Twitter account, and they were trying to get people to go to that like Benthel station. Or Bethnal, that's it, Bethnal Green. Yeah. In England, and they were like, they're trying to get a meetup there so they can kill everyone that goes. Like, what the fuck? What?
God.
Okay, like, it's not impossible, but like, you're gonna jump to that conclusion just because she tweeted out that she was gonna do a meetup? Really?
Yeah, that was something I really liked about the whole Baited podcast, was when Keem went off on the whole like, that's the dumbest shit. Like, why the hell, if ISIS really wanted to kill, like, a lot of people, why would he go through a YouTuber? Like, not even a big-time YouTuber.
Yeah, like a fairly, and up until recently, pretty much irrelevant one. Like, she was getting, like, 50,000 views a video with 600,000 subscribers. Like, she had a kind of a dead channel.
She was losing subscribers, too. If you look at her social blade, like, she was losing subscribers and then randomly got, 600,000 in one day.
Right. Well, because her videos started getting weird, and people initially just watched them and thought, wow, these videos are just weird and I don't like them. And then people who probably weren't huge fans of her saw it, and one person decided to stir the hornet's nest, and all the hornets that are Twitter and YouTube were just buzz, buzz, buzz for the next fucking 4 days.
The thing I really don't get about the whole situation, is when she made that first initial video that was weird as shit, and she looked back on it, after editing it, putting it together, why did she upload it? If I don't get that part, especially the part where it was her and her two friends. Her friends were acting weird as shit too. Like, it wasn't just her acting weird. Like, her friends were both being very awkward, very off-putting. But why would you upload it? I don't get it. Like, if you had some type of mental condition and it was showing in your videos, like, would you really feel comfortable uploading it? I'm sure she realizes that it was acting way different in those videos. So I still don't understand the whole reason why she uploaded it in the first place.
I don't know, dude. I feel like she's not all there though. Like she just, I feel like not all information is going in. You know what I mean? There's something wrong, because if you watch those interviews, it's not like she's like trying to manipulate the conversation. She's like repeating herself over and over. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's ways to dance around an interview, and I don't know. She comes off as crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
I
just
agree
me.
with. I can back that up. I don't know if I can't jump to conclusions, but she seems off.
If I was a parent, and I noticed that my child, like her mom, like if I noticed my child was, acting strange, being weird in her videos and like uploading it, I would just be like, okay, you just need to take a break. We'll just figure out what's wrong with you. You don't need to be making videos right now. Like that's what I would do if I was a parent of her. Like that's another thing I don't get. It's like, why is her mom just letting it happen?
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, maybe it could be a good outlet though. It's hard to say, really. Like again,
that's true.
Because I mean, none of us know her, so it's kind of hard to gauge it. But it could just be that maybe she just enjoys it and it's something that makes her feel better. It's hard to say, really. But I don't know. The fact that she's living, I think she said she's living with her mom right now, right?
pretty sure. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably.
Like, okay, and the biggest thing about that is that everyone started saying that her parents or her mom was forcing her to do these. Well, I feel like if she was being forced to, she would release more videos, not to be like snarky, but they would probably go for like more than one a week or something. Like she doesn't upload super frequently. Mm-hmm. So if she was being forced to, you would think there would be more, considering she's a vlogger. Like it's not like you need a whole lot of time and setup to make a vlog.
True.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just the thing is, the situation is weird. I'm not going to pretend that it's not weird. And clearly there's something off, but the reaction to it was honestly so
stupid,
blown out of proportion that it's hard for me to take seriously.
Yeah.
Almost every joke I've seen about it has made me laugh a lot. Like the fucking camera in her eye, like the reflection of the camera. And they're like, there's a person behind the camera. I'm like, are you fucking
It's like
kidding?
she's fucking holding her phone to take a picture. It's her hand.
Yeah,
God.
it's ridiculous how much that went insane to the point that it's really hard for me to take seriously.
Oh my God. Did you see FSUATL's tweet about there's bars on the window? I was like, it's fucking blinds, you retard. Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I thought, did you guys, there was a really great tweet, a video tweet by Killy Sunt.
It's a sniper on the roof.
In the back, and it's the fucking cat. And he just zooms in on the cat, calling it a sniper. Like,
God.
Because that's the thing. That's what it was. It was just people reading in so far. And FSU ATL, I don't really like naming him, but whatever. Fuck it. That guy. Mother of God. He posted a video that might be the most nonsensical thing I've ever heard. Where he said something like, people need to spread awareness. No, they don't. It's trending worldwide.
Yeah.
And then he was like, people aren't talking about it because of their own ego or something.
What?
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
There's a video of it. Brad Does Banter made a great video responding to it and basically calling him a retard, which is nice. But you have to. I'll include a link to that. Actually, no, I probably won't because I feel like that's encouraging witch hunting.
Yeah, that's true.
But he made a video about it. It's just I don't understand his thought process at all. How is not talking about the most trending topic on the internet having an ego?
I know.
Like, you're too proud to talk about a trending topic.
Doesn't
like,
make
no,
any
fuck that. That's not what it is. People didn't want to talk about it before the facts were out.
If you're talking about a trending topic, I mean, there is obviously a portion of you that wants to get views from it. You know, it's like,
sure,
there's no dancing around that. That's just common sense. You make videos on trending topics because they're trending, you know?
Yeah.
But like, was his point that the ego comes from people thinking they're above talking about trending topics?
I genuinely don't know his reasoning behind saying that. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, it didn't make sense to me either.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not. I mean, I knew I wasn't the only one, but it's just I don't know, man. It's confusing thought process, to say the least.
The one thing that really irked me about the entire thing was, even if she did have like some sort of crazy mental illness, seeing the world like come together and being like, oh my God, are you all right? Like, if it were me, I mean, I don't know. If I saw like all these views and shit coming in, I probably wouldn't think about milking it, honestly. I would have been like, all right, I have to straighten this shit out. You know, I wouldn't want people like worrying about me for no fucking reason, you know?
Right, but that's where I get questionable,
yeah,
though.
Yeah,
because
why'd she wait so long?
Right, because the thing is, I don't want to say that she's immoral, but if you were immoral, it's very easy to play YouTube.
Oh,
And
God,
proved
yeah.
it. If she just decided
Easy.
she could have gone completely silent off the internet after this video.
Yeah.
If she had done that, like she's already done more to quell the situation than she really needed to if she were being completely immoral about it. And like if she had just gone completely silent and never acknowledged it and just kept uploading these weird videos and just completely ignored the entire thing, this would have spiraled forever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people ended up getting the cops to go to her house.
I know. That's just ridiculous.
I'm surprised her mom didn't do anything about it.
That's what I don't get. Like
why didn't her mom come forward and be like, all right, I'm going to make a video?
No,
did?
Her mom was in one of the streams.
I didn't see that, but...
Yeah, there was a stream she did with one guy, and Marina went to get her mom, and her mom came back into the room with her and said, hey, I'm Marina's mom.
I remember that
she
because
lives with me. We're good.
Because someone's like, "That's not a real mom."
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Everyone immediately started saying it wasn't her mom, and that she was like bullshitting it or something. I'm like, "What the fuck do you want?
Yeah,
what do you need to be happy with this?"
I know.
I'm almost saying my video at this point, but whatever. You guys get a sneak peek, I guess. But
yeah,
it's so. It's so frustrating. It's just so frustrating. Now, this whole scenario.
One thing about that is I saw H3 News video, and it was a Marina Joyce parody, and I genuinely don't know if I feel like it's in bad taste or not.
I've not seen it yet, so I can't comment.
Well, basically, all he's doing is wearing a hazmat suit and basically reenacting her video of her doing the first video where she has the dress and stuff and promoting her clothing.
I think the only part of it that might be harmful is, the fact that he doesn't have all the facts straight yet, and that he probably will never have the facts straight. Like, no one really knows anything yet.
Right.
Aside from the fact that she's obviously not like held by ISIS, he doesn't know that she like if she has like some sort of crazy mental disorder. He doesn't know if I don't know. He doesn't know anything, and he just kind of makes this thing. I mean, I thought it was relatively harmless, nonetheless, but still.
I think it was funny, like regardless. Yeah. But I just had the feel. I don't know why. I just had this weird feeling. It's like I don't know if this is like it just feels like it's in bad taste in a way because he doesn't know what's going on, and if it turns out that she actually has a mental condition, he's basically making fun of someone who has a mental condition.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Leafy can make the H3H3 too.
God.
And we can go down that drama hole part 2.
Yeah. Can't wait for that.
Hell yeah.
But
hell yeah.
But
I'll make the Cancer of YouTube sequel as well. It'd be great. Everybody wins.
Yay. Everybody gets views. But
everybody's bigger now, so it'll
that's true.
It'll be bigger for everyone.
Yeah,
it's perfect. But there we go. This is how you manipulate YouTube. This is all you got to do.
Yeah, just gotta cause shit, really.
Yeah, or comment on it.
But yeah, you should watch that. You should watch that just to see what I'm talking about. Because
we'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say is, I completely believe that this was not done on purpose until it started blowing up. Like I don't think she had it. I don't think she planned for this shit to happen.
She didn't have the intentions of it doing what it did.
Yeah, she didn't sit down at a desk and be like, all right, I'm going to start acting weird in my fucking videos.
And everybody's going to think it's ISIS.
Yeah. I think it just kind of happened because I don't know. We don't know the reason why. But then I think maybe she took advantage of it after she found out that it was blowing up and didn't say anything on purpose because she saw how much attention she was getting. I think that's what happened. But we don't really know why it started. I mean, making the argument that she was like, all right, I'm a mastermind and I'm going to since my channel is dying, I'm going to act like I'm fucked up. And these.
Well, no, I don't think that happened either because she's been doing it for months.
Yeah.
Like this is not a new thing. It's just a new thing to the internet at large, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think this was planned from the get-go. I do think this was reacted to though, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I do not think this was an elaborate scheme, but I do think once it started picking up traction, it may have become one.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense, or at least they intentionally were like, well, we don't have to be completely direct.
Yeah,
that's true.
The whole half truths idea.
Yeah,
that's how I see it. That's probably just me being cynical. I hope I would like to be wrong.
Yeah.
But again, the thing that sucks about this though is that you can't be right or wrong about literally any of this. Like
I know.
It's all speculation.
Yeah.
Except for the ISIS thing. We pretty much know that's
No,
fucking bullshit.
she's not fucking captured by ISIS. And the biggest thing that frustrated me, the word kidnapped means abducted. If she's in her house, she has not been abducted.
Yeah, that's the dumb thing. I
She's
guess
still living at home.
I guess it could be held hostage, but not kidnapped.
Yes, but that's not kidnapping. It's being held hostage. They are two different things.
God,
I have to admit that there was a moment when I thought that she might have been been captive from like her ex-boyfriend or some crazy boyfriend or something who was like abusive or some shit. I could have seen that happening. I mean, maybe.
When I first heard about it, I was actually scared. Like, I was actually a little bit creeped out when the very first time I saw stuff about it.
Dude, that video in the dark really freaked me out, dude.
Oh,
I mean, it's
know.
fake. It's fake, but
because it genuinely it did sound like her, honestly.
yeah, dude. It was like I saw that and I was like, oh my god, like
What are you talking about?
The
there was
one
no
where, where she's whispering that
Yeah.
that they have her come save me or something. It was something like that.
Oh fuck! Someone did that.
Yeah,
it was a video posted on Instagram, and I think people are saying that she might have retweeted it or something, but I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. It was definitely posted by someone who wasn't her. And
because they said that what I saw is someone said that she posted that herself and then deleted it right away.
Yeah,
and then someone saved it.
Of course. I hate the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, like seeing that video, I was like, holy shit, like this could be something really serious. But obviously, it wasn't. I mean, it just goes to show like you don't even need to do anything. When something starts blowing up, you can just count on the fans to do the shit for you.
That's true, yeah. Like honestly, I bet it's what she did. She just sat back and just watched it go up, and she's like, okay, I think I can say something now. Or someone who was directing her said, okay, you just wait a bit, let you grow pretty big, and then we'll do that.
Well, that's the thing. She, in one of her live streams, she says, oh, excuse me. In one of her live streams, she says, this was a publicity stunt, not by me, but by my fans, or something like that.
That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah.
I think that was her quote. And then, but the thing is, like, that acknowledgement, though, it just...
I know. Yeah,
I don't know. The way that she says that just makes me feel wrong.
It makes me feel like the people who are like, oh, how did this meme get started, even though I forced it down everyone's throat?
Yeah,
like, it sounds like...
exactly.
Yeah.
And it seemed, I don't know, it just, that gave me, it felt a little skeevy. And then in one of her interviews, this was the biggest thing, it was like in the Sun interview, she said, I'm getting a lot of views and subscribers though, so that's really good. And I'm like,
I know,
wow,
she kept saying that shit. I hated that.
I'm like, I don't feel like that's what you should be talking about at the moment.
No, that's not smart.
Yeah, it just makes it seem more sketchy and weird. I don't know.
Dude, in the Scarce and Philip DeFranco interviews, like, come on, man. Like, if I was Scarce or Philip DeFranco, I would have pushed her harder than they did.
I know. They were just like, okay,
sure. They were just skimming the surface. You know, they didn't like go in on her on anything, really. I mean, Philip DeFranco, he said like one thing about, oh, well, you know, if you lie, you know, you don't have to. You can always come forward. He said like something like that. But yeah, I would have been like, please be as honest as you can because I don't know.
And it kind of made me a little bit disappointed because at the end, I was going to think he's like, okay, well, it didn't really seem like she really gave us, but Philly D was just like, okay, that's the video for today. It's like, no, she didn't even say anything.
I know.
Like she just bounced around the questions.
She didn't say shit. She was just like, oh, I love my fans. I love all my new fans.
Heart hands. Heart hands, guys.
I know, heart hands.
Remember, heart hands mean she's in danger.
God, that whole thing pissed me off. It's just like she does it so much though.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, it was all that random shit like, oh, do heart hands if you're in danger. Do a peace sign if you're in danger. Like, are you serious? Like, two incredibly common human interactions from this individual
or touching
person.
your hair. Like, come on. Like, everyone
was
does
ridiculous.
People will read into anything, though.
And honestly, if you think about it, that's like a shitload of people watching her live stream. She was probably nervous as shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's
the
not
biggest
used
thing
to
that got me too was all those tweets saying like this if you're in danger.
Oh, God.
Did you guys see there was a tweet she had where she said, I'm gonna be liking all of your tweets?
Yeah.
She said that, and after that, a bunch of people started doing it. Like, she probably was just indiscriminately liking tweets.
Yeah, she probably just went down the line, just liked everything, you know?
Yeah, like, God forbid she not pay attention. I don't
know.
always pay attention to what I like.
Yeah.
See,
I know, if I'm not mistaken, I think Colossal likes every single tweet he's mentioned in.
Like everyone.
Without fail.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't feel shit
that's
whenever
what she was doing.
No.
Yeah, whenever
I
he likes
don't.
my tweets, I'm like, nah.
It's like,
see it.
okay.
If he wasn't tagged in it, I feel a bit honored. But otherwise,
Yeah.
it's a bit empty.
yeah.
So by the way, people who are watching this who are fans of Colossal, if you got really excited about him liking your tweet, sorry to burst
Yeah.
your bubble.
Sorry, guys.
He read it. I'm sure he read it though. He actually is very good about reading
Yeah.
and like checking through everything that he gets. But
Yeah.
he does indiscriminately like, even if you say something mean about him, he would probably still like your tweet.
Okay, and another thing about I'll kind of end it on this note, I guess, is about the people who basically made their careers off of this whole situation. God, the amount of people who took advantage of it and were like,
know.
Oh yeah.
like so many YouTubers. Like there was this one you typed in Marina Joyce, and he was the first one. He had like I think 500 subscribers when he started. He has like 20,000 or something now. Because he was like live streaming the whole thing, rewatching the video over and over. Oh, we missed this. We didn't see that little dot over. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. It was so awful.
If you look at the videos for today under Marina Joyce, there was 13 or almost 14,000 videos uploaded today with Marina Joyce in the title.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous.
Fucking insane.
See, that's why I'm not gonna.
14,000.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm not going to do a video on that is just because it's just so foggy. Like you don't know what's going on, and I don't I'm not personally involved in it, and I don't know them personally, so I feel like I couldn't do it. I couldn't say anything that would really do anything.
That's why a lot of my video, I do talk about my opinion on it a little bit, but a lot of it is talking about the reaction to it.
Yeah, like how stupid it is. How
And
people
it's
took
just.
it. Yeah.
And just how people exploited it. Yeah, like the fact that you said that 14,000 number, like I'm probably gonna grab a screen cap of that.
Yeah.
Because
It's so ridiculous.
That's insanity.
Especially since it's almost blown over now, and there's still so many videos.
Yeah.
being
Oh, it's
uploaded.
not going to blow over for a while. It is blown
because
over
there's still shit to
technically.
look into.
Yeah,
there's still shit to read into too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna go see how many views her newest video has because I bet it's
Okay.
a ridiculous amount.
You are probably right. Let's take a gander. No, stop playing. Yeah, her Facts About Me video from 3 days ago has
Jesus,
10.2
10
million views.
That is
Jesus.
fucking insane.
And her date outfit
outfit.
ideas, the one that triggered all this shit, 27.9 million.
Oh my god.
Like her videos were getting
Wow.
like what, like probably like 10,000 something views before.
It was. I think it was in the 50s
50,000
for a lot of them.
Jesus.
And then now you look back through and you can see the ones that people got suspicious about because their view counts are a lot higher.
Oh yeah, like the one with her boyfriend in there. Those are pretty high.
Well, I think those are just because they were challenge videos. But like her prom makeup tutorial was the one where she was she looked off screen for a minute, and I think that's the one where the rifle comes into view. Maybe like that one got people looking a lot, and then the which one? Why I'm Vegan has 2 million because that's the part where her voice like breaks when she's talking about being vegan. So everyone thought that someone had a gun to her head or something. Like all this stuff.
Jesus.
We could honestly talk about this for like 7 hours and we would get nowhere.
Yeah,
which
like,
is what's frustrating about it.
Yeah, there's no like solidity about it at all.
Right.
We're just basically just talking around in a circle at this point.
I think a lot of the hate towards her has a lot to do with jealousy too, though. I feel like she didn't do all that much, aside from just ignore it.
But that's the only place where I take issue is that she ignored it. But you're right that a lot of it did just happen organically. Like this is a rare instance of a situation going viral, much how like random ass videos like that woman wearing the Chewbacca mask from the store.
Yeah,
this is like that almost. Like it just happened. And she admittedly, or again, maybe someone else is managing her channel. I'll appease the people who are still skeptical. But she just kind of let it happen and then kind of shut it down-ish, but not fully. It's wise because the thing is, her channel is probably going to die again.
Definitely. It's gonna drop off. Yeah.
But for now, I mean, enjoy it while you fucking can. She's made what, $30,000 off that one video alone.
Yeah. Wait, what'd she have? Like 500,000 subscribers before this
No,
started?
it was
I think
300.
like just over 6.
Really?
Just over 6?
No, I thought it was 300, and then it went to 6.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh right, no, because she gained 600,000 the day she hit 1 million. But I think she was at 1.2 that day. I think she went from 600K to 1.2 million.
Really? I thought it was 300.
I could be wrong.
Maybe it was just, I don't know. I thought it was 300.
She's about to pass 2 million now.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
She's close.
2 million.
That's insane.
And I think, is this like the biggest like jump in subscribers that has ever happened? Like, I can't think of anything.
I think
it
so.
has to be.
I would be surprised if anyone has a higher one-day total than 600,000.
Yeah, this must be the biggest jump because I can't think of anything on the top of my head that has happened like this.
No.
To this degree.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah, to this extent. No, you would not see something this big.
Yeah.
And it's just because everyone had something to do. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Everyone got to be involved, and therefore it was more enticing, and everyone was doing a little Snoopy detective work and whatnot.
Yeah, like in today's age of YouTube, everyone thinks that they like have something to say. So when something this crazy, strange that no one really knows about happens, everybody's got to say their sense. Like everybody.
Yeah. And everyone, and like, you know, like Keem has said a billion times, people latch on to drama.
Yeah.
You know, people like drama is more popular than content or some shit.
Well, it's true.
That was
But
Jack's Films.
No, I know, but he mocked it on a Twitter video.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he
Oh,
really?
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's true, but
He's not wrong though.
yeah,
I know it's true.
But
yeah.
it's just, I don't know. There's something. Okay, this is going to be a slightly different discussion now, I guess. But because I think this kind of transcends YouTube drama. It's just drama, or not even drama. It's just a weird scenario that involves a YouTuber. I honestly don't know if I would assign YouTube or drama as a descriptor for this. I don't know about you guys.
Well, what do
Would
you
you
mean?
agree?
Are you talking about
Like-
the Marina situation, or
Yeah, like, because it involves a YouTuber, but I think calling it drama is kind of underselling it. And I
Yeah.
think associating it with YouTube explicitly is also kind of underselling it.
yeah. It's not necessarily. I don't even know if you can consider it drama. Just a
Right.
situation that was blown out of proportion.
Yeah,
the
it's-
drama was in the fact of the people taking advantage of it and
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
making
It's not
it
really
bigger.
it's not really YouTube drama per se. It's more of like a what is it called? Like a mystery sort of thing where
Yeah.
but like the thing is weren't big like news outlets covering this, not only just YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
A lot of them
was
were.
pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big deal.
Yeah, so once it goes outside the realms of YouTube, that's when you know it's getting huge.
Like, that's when
Yeah.
it becomes a news story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a YouTube news story.
right,
True.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and that's where I think it's funny that people are still talking about it. Like, the drama channels are all benefiting from this. I'm like, well, yeah. Why would they not? Why the fuck
Yeah.
would they not talk about this?
Yeah.
They have, especially Scarce, like Scarce and Philly D getting those interviews.
I know.
Why would they not?
Yeah.
They have
if they have the
incredibly loud
opportunity,
voices on the community that she's from.
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
I mean, they have every right to. They're a news channel, so it's not like
Sure.
And then Keem was being like bitching about it on the Baiting podcast about how he was like, "Oh, I didn't do the interview because I knew there wasn't any news." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? There wasn't any news."
oh god,
This is like one of the
shut
most
up,
newsworthy
Keem.
things that's happened this year.
There's no way that he didn't reach out and get
Yeah,
involved.
he tried hard and he didn't get it.
He must have. I mean, I think that was during this was during the time he quit or whatever. But I mean,
Okay.
there's no excuse though. I mean, if Keem must have at least tried to do something. I mean, if
He had to have.
if he saw like the amount that this shit was blowing up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't imagine Keem not going for that.
Right, and because like he'll say that he only makes videos when he thinks there's something entertaining to report on, and to a degree I actually think that's true, but there's a line where you kind of have to jump on something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This isn't even a bandwagon, honestly. Like, the talking about it kind of is, but like if you're a news channel and this story happens, you fucking get as much out of it as you possibly can because you're a news channel and you need, I mean, if you're YouTube or not, you need ratings. This is ratings gold.
I mean, for God's sakes, he was going to make a video about Markiplier saying nigger just like accidentally, like completely, like a sleight of tongue. Accidentally.
He didn't even say it.
He didn't even say it like a full hard end saying it. It was like, oh, he might have said it. It's like if he could make a video about that.
I'm pretty sure he said it, but it was clearly a slip up.
Yeah, it's just like, who cares?
I thought he said something else, but I thought he said Tigger.
He said that he said Tigger. It was pretty. He said nigger. I'm sorry.
It was pretty close.
He said nigger. He caught himself halfway through, and you can tell because he drops off halfway through the word.
Yeah, well,
if he had said Tigger, he wouldn't have dropped off. He said nigger.
Even if he said nigger, it's not like it's a big deal. Who cares?
It doesn't fucking matter.
He didn't say it like in a derogatory way. He accidentally said it. Who cares?
Because I mean that's a common thing. The catch a nigger by the toe is like that's what he was saying.
Oh right.
Like, he just fucked up and he slipped up because that's probably a joke that he said with friends or something.
Yeah.
He's an adult man.
Yeah.
These things happen. The fact that he didn't edit it out kind of blows my mind. But I don't know. Maybe he genuinely thought he said Tigger and just didn't think about it.
Or he might have just looked over it. Honestly,
I don't know.
It's so retarded because iDub says nigger in like every video.
Yeah, yeah. Like who cares
he says
anymore?
12 times.
I know.
God,
dude. He'll interview Lieutenant Corbis because she's 11-year-old, YouTube
because
sensation.
She's blowing up and trending.
And he won't interview a girl who supposedly got kidnapped by
Yeah.
A girl who literally, frankly, was like Corbis wasn't really, I guess, newsworthy at the time because she hadn't done anything newsworthy other than grow in popularity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So covering her was clearly just to leech off of that popularity.
I know.
Which is fine and is understandable. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
If she agreed to it, why not? But it you would do that, but not not try for Marina fucking Joyce.
And he goes
really?
around. He's like, "Oh, it's not news." When it's like the most news worthy thing that's happened on YouTube. Like, I can't think of anything that's happened on YouTube aside from this in the past year, at least. That's as big.
That anyone outside of YouTube gives a shit.
I know.
About.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. No one cares about any of this garbage outside of this site or this medium.
He's like,
but this one transcended it. Why the fuck would you not talk about it?
He was like, oh, it's not news because I knew it was fake. It's like, well,
God.
You don't know shit. You don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah.
God.
Okay,
just run the
story.
story.
Just makes me tired.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to explain it.
I'm gonna transition out of this just for a bit. We can talk about this next thing for a bit because I thought it was a pretty big deal. But Leafy, I was actually on a stream and people were telling me to watch this video, and I did because in his most recent videos, it seems he other people are doing a lot of work for his videos and they're looking a lot better. And he actually credited Dolan in Colossal. Did you guys know that?
Yeah. I saw that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is insane, honestly.
I do think it. This might sound strange coming from me, considering I literally made a video making fun of Leafy what would have been yesterday when you hear this. But with that said, even with that being done, I don't know how he couldn't be the one editing those. Like just from time management point.
He edits
them.
He's got to be.
He edits
he
them,
even
but
said he didn't.
He has people make little segments and then he plops them in.
Yeah, he even said he didn't make them.
Yeah.
All the opening segments that he does.
Yeah, pretty sure Nick does those. Or I mean,
no. Nick did do those.
Either Nick or Shorby, one of them. I mean, I know for a fact that they do shit for him. I know for a fact that they.
No, he even mentioned he doesn't do it because he said it in his video before the one where he credited him. He's like, thanks for all the opening parts and everything made by Dolan and Colossal.
Oh yeah, them too. So yeah. So yeah, he's definitely reaching out for people to help him. But then again, his videos, they are better than they were, obviously.
Okay, they've improved production value, but quality, I still think they're pretty bad. Just in my opinion, they're not entertaining.
You can see that he's trying a lot harder though.
He is. I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit that he's trying, but his jokes are still the same jokes. It's
It's
a bad
just
thing.
his sense of humor. You can't really
Yeah.
change that. I mean, if you go back a couple months and you watch his videos from then, and then you come back and then you fast forward to now, I mean, the change is pretty dramatic. I mean,
Yeah.
it's huge. Like
It
his
was
videos were
kind of just right when he started doing rant videos is when it changed. Really.
Yeah, they were so simplistic before, like just like gameplay, video, and he would only talk about one video per a video of his.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point he probably has people working for him doing a lot of editing stuff for him.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I still feel like that's again, weird as it is for me, I feel like that's kind of discrediting him. Like that to me is almost the same as everyone saying, "Oh, Lieutenant Corvus's brother is the one behind all her shit."
Yeah, that's
He
true.
definitely
Yeah, I
does a lot of
guess.
editing because I've spoken with him, and he does like spend a fuckload of time on editing his videos, like at least twice as much time as he did before.
Yeah, like if I found out that he actually did it, yeah, I mean that's awesome that he does it. But just the fact that he said that like he got help doing it made me not believe that he's doing all of it.
It's just that those opening bits, if you learn how to do them, are not hard.
Yeah,
they're not
Like
hard at all.
like they're it's more effort, and he's clearly putting more time in, but like it's not a complicated effect that he's doing to have them bounce and puppeteer like that. So if you learn how to do it, you learn how to do it. And frankly, even still, like when he's doing it, when they're moving, you can tell that he just generates them moving and then cuts to them still because they don't smoothly move back to being still. It's a jump.
Yeah.
So I that's what I'm saying. Like as much as I guess this is kind of like a weird backhanded compliment, but the fact that he does that, I can't imagine why he would need someone else to do that, because frankly, it's not quite done well enough that I feel like it's necessary to, like, that's something you can learn relatively quickly.
His videos are much longer now too. Like if you watch a bunch of them, they're like some of them are overreaching 20 minutes. So
Well, those are his rant videos.
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, his rants,
Which-
he spends a fuckload of time on those.
He's got to take a break on those rant videos. God.
Yeah,
Like, I mean,
he even
it's
he even
so
told me
many.
that himself too. He was like,
Really?
I need to cut it down, the rants. I'm like, yeah.
Because every like other day I just see new rant coming out. It's like, who the fuck are you going to talk about now? Like, Jesus.
I know.
How tired I wonder how tired everyone is of us talking about Leafy in a positive light now, because we were getting shit from people for talking about him negatively, but that was like a minority of people, and now I bet people are like, what the fuck, they like Leafy
Yeah,
now?
well, what the fuck is this? See, it's not that we like hate him as a person. We just know we know when there's bad content, and I mean we don't like we make fun of people who have bad content, and I mean Leafy's content is improving, so that's not being hating on him. It's just saying a fact.
Right. The biggest thing that's always funny to me is that people seem to think that I watch Leafy's videos in hopes to hate them, or in hopes to find a subject to like how I made a video, like I said the other day, for the a lesson in stalling. Like I'm clearly making fun of
God.
the fact that he was repeating himself for like 5 minutes. I'm obviously poking fun at that, but even with that said, I didn't watch that video because I was like, oh, I wonder if this has a nice clip I can use to make fun of him. No, I watched that video, realized that the time he spent getting to the point was the exact same as it was in the previous one. I found that amusing, and I made a video making fun of it. But that's the thing,
Yeah.
that was me making fun of him more than anything.
Yeah,
Like
I saw that too, though.
It was just poking
right.
fun.
When I watched that video, I saw that he went on like he just rambled
Exactly
He
5
even-
mintes.
He even put like 30 seconds of his old video in his new one.
Yeah, he did. And like I found that more funny than anything.
I know.
But it's like I didn't watch that video to attack him. I do watch some of his videos. I'm inconsistent. I watch some of his face cam ones because I do find them more entertaining, frankly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I watch his videos because I want them to be good. It's the same reason I watch movies. Like, I don't go to a movie in hopes that it'll be shit unless it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. But like everything I watch, I want to enjoy. I don't go into things hoping to hate them.
Yeah.
I don't watch Leafy's videos out of hatred. I watch them because I can tell that he's improving, and I like seeing that improvement. And now
That's honestly the only reason I've watched a few recently is because I've noticed an improvement in them.
right. Like, I didn't watch his videos for a long time. Those YouTube 101s were both made from the only videos of Leafy's I watched in that time span. It just so happened that they were ones that made me want to talk about it.
And if he so happens to actually do all the editing himself, then I have a lot more respect for him because he realized that, what I'm doing is complete cancer. I'm just uploading shit every single day. I better start working my ass and, putting out more shit and more
also,
quality shit.
Shout out to him for taking the leap to face cam videos at like 4 million subs. Because that's got to be kind of daunting when you've done the same thing for so long to like jump into a different type of content. Not totally different, but at the same time, like what he's done like 3 face cam videos before out of hundreds. I don't know how many videos he has, and he has no. He must have talked to someone about maybe how to improve that kind of content. But yeah, he has no experience with that kind of shit.
If he talked to someone about how to improve his face cam videos, he talked to the wrong person.
I know.
His face cam videos, in terms of technically, they kind of suck. His lighting is garbage.
Yeah.
I know.
It's just like
phone light, like
so dark with just like a bright light on his. It's just bad.
The thing is, I guess you could almost make the argument that like Grade A Under A still records with the phone and edits with Movie Maker.
He does that like for a reason though.
But that's been his style since the start, so changing it would be a bit different. When it comes to Facecam, like the fact that he's using like this shit webcam and he doesn't even have his audio synced to his mouth correctly. Like, you have 4 million subscribers, man.
You need to get your shit together.
Like, to be fair, when I started Facecam videos, mine are so much different than they are now. Like, they are so shit. It takes you learn as you go. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Granted, this dude has like millions of dollars, and he can just go out.
That's where my problem comes in. It's like you can buy a fucking DSLR for $500 if you want.
Yes.
If you want to go cheap,
he can afford it.
Just buy a camera, man. Like, and then you can just sync the audio from the camera to the audio from your microphone, and you're done.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is he saving up for?
I don't know. I don't think he spends any of his money. Like, I feel like he's never spent $1 of his YouTube revenue except for on like Starbucks.
Actually,
that's my guess.
But I think a big reason that he's changing his content now is just, I feel like the reason he used to do what he did is because he don't fix it if it's not broken kind of thing. Like, people were enjoying what he did, the cancerous video every single day, and people were enjoying it. He was getting a shitload of subscribers. So why change what you're doing if people like it? But I think it got to the point where like people that he was friends with are even like, okay, dude, you can't, it's pretty bad. You need to get your shit together. And then like, cause I'm sure, Colossal or Hey Watch Your Mouth or people like that he's good friends with now are probably, kicking him into gear a little bit. Like, dude, you need to start actually working harder on your videos. I feel like that's what it had to do with, really, honestly.
Yeah, I think Nick in particular has had a lot of inspiration.
Definitely.
On Leafy,
I can
especially
see that.
like since Leafy clearly watched Commentary Wars, and I think that style really clicked with him.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing if nothing else. Like, sure, maybe you could argue that like, oh, he's copying Hey Watch Your Mouth, but like, I don't know. On the same hand, if you see something that works and you put your own spin on it, which I do think Leafy has done, then why not do it?
And how many fucks have copied Leafy?
Oh,
sure,
I know.
Exactly. I think he's earned the right to do the opposite.
I know.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's not really that big of a deal.
Right. But okay, do you guys want to do some questions? Because we actually have some from like 2 weeks ago and we never did questions.
I posted something on Twitter and I got a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
I feel like we should go through some of the older questions. We'll see which of these aren't terrible, but I have a couple pulled up if you want to go through those first.
An hour in, here we go. Questions.
Yeah. We'll keep it quick. Let's limit ourselves to 5 questions. So the first one that I actually did want to address is, will you guys ever live stream a podcast?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be a cool idea.
I would really like to. The only problem is I need to figure out my mic situation.
That's true.
Or I need to host the call. Because for those of you who don't know, we record this through Discord, which actually kind of answers another question we get a lot. No, we don't record these together. We don't live anywhere near each other.
We just chill in a basement, all circled around each other.
We all drive 6 hours every weekend to meet up and record this.
Yeah.
No, but no, we record this over Discord, and for some reason, my particular Discord app doesn't like to use my actual good mic. So they don't hear what you guys hear. So if I were to come through stream, I would sound like absolute ass. So once we figure that out, we probably will live stream the recordings of these just for fun. And then you'll get to hear how much cleaning up I do and how much we talk over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Okay, this is not related to anything YouTube related, but I am kind of curious to hear this. What are your guys' thoughts on the new Emoji movie that's coming out next year?
Wait,
The
what?
fuck?
You guys know about this?
No.
You guys don't
I haven't
know
heard of
about
this.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what I
What?
was hoping for. Yeah, there's an emoji movie. I believe it's called a Emoji Movie Express Yourself.
I'm looking it up now.
It's real. I swear this is a genuine thing. It's coming out in,
oh my
I think,
God.
August of next year.
Just
it was
the fucking title screen.
Yeah, and it was directed by the guy who did Igor. I don't know if any of you know that movie.
It sounds.
It was a smaller animated movie. It's a few years old. About it's like basically making fun of Frankenstein.
Oh
but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like it's where the
yeah.
monster wants to be Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
It was a okay movie, I guess. Like it's fine. I mean, he wrote Kronk's New Groove a bit, so there's that. You know,
Really?
that's a great. Never mind. I can't even pretend that Kronk's New Groove is any good. But yeah, so that's the thing that's happening. And the only person so far that's been cast is T.J. Miller, who was Weasel in Deadpool, or Erlich Bachman in Silicon Valley. If you don't know him
he's
from
so
those
funny.
two things, I don't know what you would know him from.
Yeah,
honestly.
I know you're talking about
but
TJ
He's
Miller.
fucking hilarious.
You know, he's really funny, but I don't know. I don't know enough about this guy, this director, to really say like, oh yeah, this will be not horrible. I'm sure
This movie makes me want to die.
the thing about it, I hate emojis. I really do. I think they're awful, and I don't really get how this is going to be a movie. But at the same time, I saw the trailer for Lego Movie, or I heard the announcement for Lego Movie rather, and I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious? And now Lego Movie is like one of my favorite movies of 2014.
This is not going to be a Lego movie, dude. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. This movie.
No. It's not going to be Lego Movie, but because if this was being done by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, I would have full faith in it and I would be backing it wholeheartedly. But it's not. But with that said, it leaves me open to the possibility that maybe it won't suck. Maybe. I'm not holding my breath. I'll wait for a trailer.
I don't know.
But I mean, it was the same with the Angry Birds movie. The Angry Birds movie was okay.
You
wasn't great,
saw
but it
the
was
Angry
fine.
Birds movie?
Hell yeah. I saw the trailer and I was like, I don't hate this. That makes me curious to see if I feel that way about the movie. And I didn't hate it.
And you didn't like Prometheus. You like the Angry Birds movie.
No, I didn't like Angry Birds. I thought it was fine.
Oh
There's a
my
distinction.
God.
I wouldn't watch it
It was
again.
probably better than expected for being an Angry Birds movie. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. It surprised me more than anything.
Why did you see it in the did you see it alone?
Oh, I didn't see it in theaters.
Oh,
Okay, good. God, I wouldn't
Like,
waste
what
my
the
money.
fuck?
I totally legally watched it on my computer.
Legally. Okay, new question. Because I have to go to
Yes.
work in like 5 minutes.
Right.
I mean, if you guys are okay with answering this, what are your guys' jobs outside of YouTube?
I am unemployed because I got laid off.
Oh, right. I
weeks
forgot
ago.
about that. What was your job beforehand?
I'm dumb.
That's why I have a Patreon. Go to my Patreon. Give me money, please.
please.
But yeah, I used to be an SEO analyst, which is a search engine optimization analyst at a marketing firm, but the entire like link building team, which is what I was a part of, got laid off. So yeah,
That sucks. God.
Well, I'm a video and audio editor along with a production assistant at a the marketing department of a software company, but I'm also not going to be working there after next Friday. So
because of YouTube.
no.
Aw, damn it.
No, it's only a summer job and I have no job lined up and I'm not going back to school yet. So maybe more videos then. We'll see.
Oh, baby.
We'll see. I'll have way more free time. It depends on if I find a part-time job or not, or if this ends up being more profitable than a part-time job. Because frankly, every part-time job I have pays like at most $300 a month almost. Like it's shit payment. So if I get up to that on YouTube, I'm probably not going to find a part-time job. There's no real point.
Yeah. I mean, your guys' jobs make me feel like shit. I'm a server / cook at a pizzeria because, you know, I live in a white trash area where the best paying jobs are oil field jobs and concrete jobs. Like I don't have any. I hate it so much because like I can look anywhere, like even 50 miles around my area. There are no jobs that like can go with my like associate's degree or my music degree. Like nothing. Like there's no fucking jobs.
What do you have your associates in?
It's just
If you don't mind me
music
asking.
and just my regular general shit. Like my
Okay.
regular
Yeah.
classes plus music.
Is it like music education or performance or?
It's just a fine arts degree, basically.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Same here though. Like in my area, I mean, granted, where I live, it's like a huge tech area, but at the same time, like it's so high in demand, like especially marketing, that like for me to get that job in the first place, because it was just insane to me. So I mean, obviously the company wasn't well off because I would still have a job right now. But
Yeah.
I mean, to make you feel better, Pig, before my job that I had recently, I worked at GameStop. I was a
Oh, really?
game advisor. Hell yeah. I'm a huge nerd.
Before this job, I was also a cook at a pizzeria. So
Well, actually, our GameStop, we had a GameStop here, and it went under. Like literally,
Really?
just to show how fucking
possible?
I know, just to show how bad this town is. There are literally at least 4 companies or businesses that open up every year, like all different ones, and they close within the same year.
And they're like major chains.
Yes.
Wow. I have 3 GameStops within a 3-mile radius of each other, and all of them are open and thriving. Like
the only
Yeah.
places that are thriving here is Walmart and McDonald's. That's it. Like nothing else is thriving.
you just painted a picture of your town with one brushstroke.
Yes, that is exactly what my town is. It's fucking terrible. Like me and my wife.
McDonald's and Walmart.
Like our school system is rated 2 out of 10. Like we are fucking moving. Like our kid is not going to this school. I swear to fucking God, that's not happening.
Good parenting. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
not. Like just to show an example of the town, we were out playing Pokemon the other day. There was a guy strolling around his fucking child at 11 o'clock at night. It looked like the child was like 1, 2, holding a fucking cigarette in his hand right in front of the child, just smoking 11 o'clock
Oh
at
my
night.
God.
I wanted to go up and punch the guy in the face. Like it pissed me off so much.
That's like making your baby vegan. It's like the same. Like no, well, actually, okay. Actually, that's not fair. That's not fair because that is bad. Because a baby at that point needs protein, and like making a baby vegan can actually literally be harmful for its development.
Yeah.
Like, that's a legit thing. I'm not attacking vegans.
That was just a strange comment out of
I realize
nowhere.
and the thing is, and comparing that to cigarette smoke is not fair. So
Yeah.
I'll pull that back a little bit. I'll say it's like a similar ballpark, but it's less bad than what he did.
Because I mean that child could get lung cancer in the future, and he could never smoke. That's how
kinda
bad
why
it
I'm pulling
is.
back. That's why I'm pulling back
Yeah.
on that. Because like making your kid vegan is not as bad as possibly giving them lung cancer at age 2.
Yeah.
I'll admit that I was slightly misguided in that comment.
Every vegan here is just like typing in the comments right now. You piece of shit! What the
They're
fuck
gonna
is
break
wrong
their
with you?
rule because they want to eat some bear now.
They're typing so hard on their keyboard they just break the whole thing. God.
I do feel vaguely bad about that, honestly.
Vegan Gains is gonna kick down your door.
Oh God.
Oh man, he is pretty shredded. I think he could take me.
Okay, well let's close this up because I got to go to work like right now. So.
Alrighty, thank you for joining us on episode 8 of Hot Wet Soup. 8, yes.
Yep,
I said
it
that
is
unsure.
8.
I knew it was 8, but
I knew
After I
it.
said episode
It
8
was just an unsure tone of voice.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bye.